Hey folks, welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today I'm going to touch on Coinbase Pro, which shuts down in a couple days. Nothing to worry about, you're not going to lose your funds, but I just want to go over a couple things and show you guys a couple things concerning this, and also want to talk a little bit about FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, coming from a lot of these crypto sites, okay? And just something to share with you guys about, to be very careful of certain things when it comes to a lot of these websites that are either promoting cryptocurrencies or they're bashing certain cryptos or platforms and so forth. But we'll go over that now. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing information, giving you my thoughts and my opinions on that information. If you guys like these videos that I make, the support links are down below in the description and also the About section of YouTube. Now, here before me, I have this article, NerdWallet, Coinbase Pro shuts down soon. Here's what to know, right? This article came out November the 9th. As you can see, this article here, Coinbase Pro shuts down November the 9th. Same company. Okay, so obviously they have all of their information wrong. And I can't even find that article anymore, right? I tried looking for it. It still might be out there. It probably is. But just doing some basic search, I couldn't find this original article. And, when I was looking at this, and I saw this advertiser disclosure, and it made me think about FTX and how FTX has given all these financial news organizations money, right? So now you're seeing all these puff pieces on Sam and the CEO of Almada, and they're basically giving excuses and they're making it seem like it's not a big deal, and they are really doing this. And when you look at some of these advertiser disclosures, right, there's actually, to my amazement, NerdWallet, I thought was, supposed to be this great informational place to go to for a lot of financial things. But when you actually go and look at the people that are giving them money, they'll never really say anything bad about any of these companies. And if there is bad news about these companies, guess what? They're going to soften it up, right? Because that's what they're going to be paid to do. Why would any of these companies give money to NerdWallet if they're not going to help protect them, so to speak? You can go to any of these partner links and look at this stuff, and it's just like, the one I look at the most is investing, because if any bad news comes out, they're not going to report that bad news, right? Or if they do report it, they're going to soften it up, right? And that's exactly what happened with FTX. You can't really trust a lot of these news sites. So besides all that, let's go ahead and get to Coinbase Pro, right? It shuts down on November the 21st. And what's going to happen is that they will cancel all your open orders and then transfer your funds over to Coinbase, right? And then you can reset up your Bitcoin buy limit orders if you don't have any on the advanced section of your regular Coinbase, right? Which you should already have set up already. So I've already canceled my orders and moved everything over. And I bought some cryptocurrencies, right? I didn't set up any more Bitcoin buy limit orders with that money because I already have enough on Coinbase as it is already. I thought about it. Well, let me just go ahead and purchase some like Jasmy and Algo and a few other cryptocurrencies that are hitting some, either all-time lows or they're hitting lows that they haven't seen in a couple years. Once you go to your order section up here, once you've canceled all your orders, all you're going to do is go to your portfolio and you're going to click withdraw. All right. And you want to do this for any cryptos that you have on there too as well. Right, so I have nothing but 7 cents left in, but it's enough to transfer everything over. And there should be an option for all portfolios, transfer all funds to Coinbase. Once you've canceled all your orders, you're going to click on all portfolios, right? And this option here should come up, right? And since I only have USD, it's going to show this is all my USD low Bitcoin buy limit orders on here, because all my USD is either, that's all I have as far as USD, right? So if you have different cryptos, it should show those. Click on transfer. Your money is on the way. So it was only 7 cents, but you can see as far as, the process, right? And that's it. So you're not going to lose your money. They'll do all the canceling. They'll do all the transferring, but I would rather do it myself. So just to kind of go back to some of these articles, right? Because I want to talk about this. FTX is all this information is coming about how they have all these news agencies on their payroll, okay? And you look at like articles like this about Sandbox, right? How risky is it? Analysts give the Sandbox a low risk assessment, right? And that's just even looking at that. You know, people are going to say, oh, it's a low risk. And technically, it's a very high risk because they've lost the majority of their users, even though all these big companies are joining Sandbox. And I actually have some additional news on this because the company who owns Sandbox, right, actually got caught up in the whole FTX thing. But I'll get into that in another video. Okay, so looking at this article from November the 8th, the Sandbox price could be setting up for a monstrous move targeting $1. Right, so they give all these reasons why, technical-wise, at why it could soar. But actually, it's gone down since then. This makes me wonder if, you know, some of these people are told to put out these pieces. Because from the way that it looks like to me, Sandbox is on its way down. They've lost most of their users, right? The company has lost money in FTX. And then you have these pending SEC investigations in the NFTs and in the metaverse, right? So this is something you guys have to think about when you guys are doing your research. Sometimes there are articles that I see posted, whether it's on Twitter or even in our groups and stuff like that. When you see stuff like this, you have to be very careful. And you don't want to fall into that trap where these guys are trying to pump up a coin, so you go in and invest in it so that these guys can pull out. Right? Because Sandbox has lost a lot of money. A lot of investors put in money in the Sandbox. And so I'm expecting something really bad to happen, as Dr. Maria Conwell said. And I'll get into that in another video. But this is just more or less about be careful of some of these news articles, okay, that are coming out about cryptocurrency. But that's all that I have today. That's all I just wanted to share. I have more videos coming. I thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.